Welcome, all you beautiful souls, to your weekly energy update, and this is for the week of June 19th through June 26th. This week we have a big, of course, occurrence here with the summer and winter solstice coming on June 21st, so happy solstice to everyone. Of course, we have summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, the winter solstice starting in the southern hemisphere. It also means we're triggering the beginning of Cancer sign season, so happy birthday to all you Cancer sign sun babies. And both for the solstice, for the solstice, I actually have put out separate individual readings for each zodiac sign, which I will have listed at the end of the video in the playlist, and I'll also throw it down in the description box below. We also, of course, because Cancer season is starting with the Cancer signs for the sun sign, I also put out a special pick a card reading for that, which will also be linked in a playlist at the end of this video and also in the description box below. So wonderful energies coming in, a lot of transformation with the Cancer sign being ruled by the moon. There is a lot of this mother type of feeling, this nurturing energy that's coming in. And the summer winter solstice is quite a bit around growth and like endings as well. Because, we moved from spring into summer, things started to grow in spring. Summer is all about the growth period where we have a large amount of growth. In the southern hemisphere, of course, with the winter solstice, we just moved from harvest, fall, autumn season into hibernation, into those things that, winter time represent as well. So for this reading, we're going to be looking at that mother energy. We all have, mother energy, mother personalities that are in our life, or just motherhood in general, regardless of how we identify. We all have that mother, nurturing, divine, feminine energy within us, regardless of what gender or how we identify, right? So we're going to be asking for this reading around motherhood. What about our relationships with that mother energy and motherhood? Are we ready, or can we transform? Can we grow through? And what can we possibly put to rest? So I do have, of course, a reading for each individual zodiac sign, and I'm jumping into yours right now. All right, Aries, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off with the Into the Lonely Woods deck. And as a side note, I try to mention that any of the cards I use in a reading I do list in the description box below. So we'll give these a little shuffle here, and we'll see. This will be the overall energies around mother energy, motherhood, other personalities for our Aries. What would you like them to know? All right, this one right here. And we have, and yet the path grows lighter. Wonderful card here. It is card number 3, which in the major arcana, 3 is the Empress, which is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, very much the Divine Mother too. So that stood out. And let's see what little message comes with this for that. And it says, at this time, you have company, wise company, who shares with you that the lightness of life is worth bringing back, that the heaviness you have cast away has led you to find the most elusive treasures. About you, the world is awakening. So about you, around you, the world is awakening, and it will be as if you are the first to see its beauty. Drink it in as the hummingbird sips up the nectar. Develop a taste for the sweetness of life, and know that you have traveled far in this life and will travel farther still. You have the energy, the stamina, and the skill to do this. You will receive blessings along the untraveled road you now follow. Your path is sweet for now. Enjoy every drop of nectar along the way. And I love that visualization, especially when it looks like you're coming from, a darker place or a darker path, and you're moving into the light. So regarding like your mother energy, with whatever you experienced, whether it is a recent loss of a mother figure in your life, or maybe it was bad experiences, like negative experiences that we'll call it painful experiences that you had with mother figures and motherhood, and you have done so much work, you've walked the path like it says, and you're ready to move into this new area. You have this beautiful little hummingbird leading you the way, going, follow me, I'll show you where the nectar is. So I kind of look at this winged creatures as a lot about our posse of support on the other side, all those beings of unconditional love and light that want to help you on your path, to bring you to that place of joy and peace and love, right? So you are on this path, which is definitely what we're talking about. You're leaving behind the darkness and ready to move into the light. And we're also going to pull some cards here. These are the Ancestral Path Tarot, and just see what else they want you to know about this energy. All right, so what else for our Aries in regards to the mother energy in their life? Actually, I feel like they want these ones right here. So we will do that. We'll start with this one over here. Yeah, the Ace of Staves, or Staves. It's the Ace of Wands in the Standard Tarot, and this does represent new energy, new inspiration, new passion, new journey. In fact, it's like, here you are holding that Ace of Staves right there. So you very much are holding on and ready to move into this new life. And this is interesting. They have the Ankh, which is representative like of multiple lives, or that we like reincarnation in a way. But this is like a rebirth, right? So it's like the cycle that you're going through is taking you into this new area. So beautiful, beautiful confirmation here. Ace of Wands, that you are ready for this. You've put in the work, all the energy that you were investing in the past, maintaining old hurt, old pain, old beliefs that were, brought up through all your experiences with that mother energy and motherhood is being transformed, and you are ready for this new brightness. I mean, even look how bright this card is in comparison. It's like, yes, you're coming out into this bright, beautiful new adventure in your life. Yeah, and here you go, 10 of Cups. Yep, you are so ready. 10s are numbers of endings and new beginnings, but the 10 of Cups you can see is a very fulfilling cup. Very fulfilling card, because the cups represent your emotions. And so this kind of represents emotional fulfillment. You're ready to move into this new, it's almost like this fairy tale. You're ready to move into living your dreams, living the life and the love that you've wanted to live. So you definitely are ready for this movement into this new season of your life. And you also have here the Prince of Swords. So that would be the Knight of Swords in the Standard Tarot. And swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations, your way of thinking. And all of the knights, they, of course, what do knights do? They quest. They always have a quest. And this one in particular, they're after this Ace of Swords. Because what the Ace of Swords does is it allows you to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm, those that are founded on the unconditional love of the other side. It also gives you the ability to cut away and slice away all those small t truths of the human side, those fears, those expectations, like that usually sound like a supposed to, a should, a need to, a have to, a must. All these things, this long list of things we feel has to be done in order to be lovable and acceptable. And so all the old ways of thinking here, that's what you're leaving behind here. And this quest for higher truths is what this new adventure is like taking you toward. So I love that. We're also going to use the Everyday Tarot, this little cute little deck here, and get some clarity. Let's give these a shuffle. Okay, they do want that one already. They're excited to talk. All right. So I feel like this one is just going to be for here, but yeah, okay, they want me to look at it already. Okay, yeah. So here you have the Ace of Cups. So Cups is new emotion. The Ace of Cups basically is the chalice. It's the Holy Grail. You can see here. This is like Spirit bringing in this beautiful love that fills you up, and you then overflow with that love to others, instead of before where there might have been manipulation around the past with whatever kind of mother authority or motherhood. Even especially mothers, you are taught in so many cultures you must sacrifice all of your energy, and you're like a barrel where everyone plugs in low on the barrel and just sucks all the life energy out of you, right? To where you are just exhausted. You never feel full. You always feel like on the edge of a nervous or, emotional breakdown. And sometimes that, level falls below where everyone's plugged in and you have nothing to give. And the villagers get angry that you're not giving. Well, with this way of thinking, as you're leaving that behind on what a mother should be, right? All that should be, the small T truths we talked about. Well, a mother's supposed to do this. She should do this. She needs to do this. She has to do this. You find this pursuit and finding this love within you where you stop, you cut off everyone from plugging into your life force. You get to fill up first, and then everyone else gets the overflow that comes out of you instead. And that's where this 10 of Cups, I really feel with that endings and new beginnings. The Ace of Cups would be the new beginning of your emotions, the new beginning of understanding like what you can have. You no longer will feel exhausted and resentful. You will feel full of life and joy. And trust me, the bitter waters that they get at the low end of your barrel, that's bitter and sour, and that's where all the soot and stuff is at the bottom. But when you fill up and overflow with this beautiful, like I talked about, the nectar of life, this beautiful living waters of unconditional love that fill you up from the other side and overflow, it's so much more delicious. Even a drop from that overflowing tastes so much better and is worth so much more than all the gallons and gallons of that bitter, sour water that was, pumped out to everyone else. So in the long run, it does benefit everyone. It's just putting up with the villagers being angry as you cut them off from your life force. And because they ultimately will also turn inward and find this from within themselves. So if you continue to try to give everyone your life force, you also cheat them out of turning inward for this. So I love that. Let's see what else here. I want to really look at this new adventure. What else would you like to tell us about this new adventure? Okay, what else? Okay, those two. And that one. All right. Well, so let's take a look here. You do have the Emperor coming in here, which this definitely, and here's that Ankh again in his hand. So he is holding the staff. You're taking control is what this means. You are realizing your power. You're not a slave, you are a king. Whether you're male or female or however you identify, you have this authority, this just this strength that's coming in for your life. So this adventure really feels like it's about standing up for yourself. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah. Because here you are. You're tired of this. 10 of Swords. Swords, when I talked about this pursuit of this Ace of Swords, cutting away all those small T truths, well, this is it. This is the 10 of Swords. Endings and new beginnings in your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets. All of these expectations, all of these things that you were taught, the supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos, have exhausted you. This person isn't dead. They're just exhausted. But what's wonderful is that they are looking away from us at this sunrise over there. So they're looking away from us at this, which we talked about the sunrise coming, which is perfect for this. You are so ready to let those old ways of going go, because like we talked about, you are exhausted when you're giving away all your life force all the time, right? Yeah, Four of Wands. Wands, which we talked about here, fours are about stability. It's about celebration and joy, and kind of, it can represent, different events and stuff. But for your reading here, I really feel like the Four of Wands, fours are like a huge table with these huge legs, and so it's a very solid foundation. So with wands being your energy, you're getting your energy back, and you are getting this feeling of completeness. You are getting this feeling of like I said, stability. You no longer feel like your energy is up and down and up and down. This is what your adventure is to kind of get to this place where you feel this, you're no longer up high highs and low lows. You're like, it's all stable. It's like this wonderful feeling of like filling up and overflowing, right? So I love that coming in there for you. Yeah, and Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is kind of like moving to a new level in your emotions, but you can see here they're walking away on this new adventure. Again, if you can see here, but it's not blurry, that's the Ace of Wands. So here you are, that person here carrying that Ace of Wands. You're willing and ready to leave behind those old emotions. If you got anything from the past, you are ready to move on emotionally. Any kind of emotional fulfillment you had left you still feeling empty. And so this is why, you're so willing to leave it behind and move into this next phase, this next adventure. And then your final card for this side is the Six of Pentacles. And I'm not surprised to see this. Pentacles is about your outside world. The rest of the minor arcana are about inner things like your emotions, your energy, your thoughts. But this is about your outside world. And also how you gauge your worth based on the outside world. You can see the balancing here. And I actually call this the codependency awareness card. And this is so much like we were talking about here, how you realize that, being on an enabler side of things, which that's the person who gives until there's nothing left. It's like we were talking about. I mean, it's exactly what I was talking about, how that barrel of giving until you have nothing left and then you're resentful and exhausted. That's the story of a codependent relationship, because enablers, somewhere in their life, somewhere in their past, they were taught that in order for you to be worth something, you have to be giving something to someone. Because if you don't have anything to give them, why on God's green earth would they want to be around you? That's the belief of an enabler, right? And so that person, when you first enter a relationship, it is like adults, and you allow that other person to give a little bit because you got to lure them in, right? So you allow them to give, but quickly it changes from an adult to an adult relationship to a mama, daddy bird into a baby bird. And we were like, we will give to you. And it's like, want to give back? Nope. Don't give to me. Let me give to you. No. I'm going to give. And so, like we talked about, you give and you give and give until you're exhausted, and you continue to give and give and give until you're resentful. Well, little baby bird, they also want that feeling of feeling worth something and be able to give, and because we won't receive from them, and that can be a romantic relationship. It can be family, though, our friends, or even peers at work or school or whatever. If we don't allow them to give to us, then they'll just put that energy somewhere else, whether it's a hobby they invest themselves in, or work and they become workaholics, or working out, or hanging out with their friends, or if it's romantic, sometimes it ends up where if we won't allow them to give to us, they'll give to someone else outside the relationship, right? And so this card brings in this awareness that your worth is not dependent upon what you can give to others. That when you really get into this Ace of Cups, which is realizing that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and father of all things, the universe, the creator, whatever you believe your higher source is, that becomes the source of your worth instead of what the outside world brings. So you do have this transformation on how you look at your worth, and you allow yourself to receive just because you're worthy. There's nothing you need to do to earn it. Nothing people need to do to earn you giving to them, because you fill up and overflow out, and it's fulfilling. It's not exhausting. So this definitely is the path for which you are heading out on. So definitely that gives us clarity around that. And we already had really clarity around this one. This Knight of Swords, let me just get a little clarification on this Prince of Swords, this Knight of Swords. What do you want them to know about this quest for higher truths? You got 3 cards here. So you have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is about, when you plant seeds, it does take time for things to grow. But this card also represents that, they're sitting here and they're still doing they have the little hoe in their hands here, and they're still doing all the work as this thing is growing. But this card also, and it makes sense with everything else we talked about, is like she's starting to see the fruit grow, the flowers, like the pentacles grow. And she's like, you know what? I thought this is what I wanted. I thought I wanted an apple tree, but now that I'm seeing apples grow, I realized that I was growing apples because everyone else liked apples, but I want avocados. So I'm going to plant an avocado tree instead. You're changing your passion, your drive, where you're investing your energy. So that makes total sense. And you have the Knight of Cups. So it makes sense, because here is the quest for the Ace of Cups here. So it's your pursuit of the higher truths is very much connected to the pursuit of those beliefs around unconditional love, and in pursuing this Ace of Cups, because, there's the Ace of Cups pursuit in his hands here, and that's what you do end up with. So I love seeing that. And then your final card here is the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles, like the Eight of Cups down here, you're ready to move to a new level into your outside world. You're ready to move to this new place in your life. Think of it like an apprentice, like a blacksmith who a master blacksmith takes on an apprentice to train him up. They do all the work, the apprentice learns and recreates things, and eventually reaches a point where they're at master level. They've mastered the skills of the master blacksmith. And then the master blacksmith, proud of what has been accomplished, gives them some money, sends them off to be a blacksmith in another town. So he becomes a master blacksmith in a new town, and may even take on an apprentice of his own. And that's what this represents, is you have done the work. You have, like we even talked about in this card, you've done the work and you reach this point. You're ready for this new level, this new upgrade, this new adventure in your life, which just reiterates all of this. So definitely new thoughts and beliefs about how you perceive life, and it's all based on this Ace of Cups and connecting to the unconditional love from above. We're also going to pull a couple cards here. Last one is going to be from Divine Directions deck here, just to see what else the Creator wants you to know about this week. Okay, they do want that one. Any others? Yep, they want that one right there. And then we're also going to pull from the Sweet Dreams deck here. And just see what else for our Aries. And you got 2 on that one. Okay. So we will start off with these. And you have family. And that one says, family is everything. Reconnect with them or tell them that you love them. So I really feel like, this healing that we're having around motherhood, around mother energies, and that as you let all this go and this work that you've been doing, it is going to allow you to have this unconditional love fill you up and overflow. It does allow you to see things differently, and so you will see your family in a different way as well. So you will be able to tell them that you love them. And I kind of feel like if the mother energy that for some of you, has passed. This is them telling you that they love you. They are reaching out to let you know, and that when you talk to them, they always hear you. So you can talk to them. They've been around you since they left. They're kind of stepped out of their human body, but they've been by your side ever since. And they don't have to share their love and time with everyone else that they also love. If you have siblings or they had spouses or anything like that, because they can be with each and every single one of their loved ones 100% of the time, all at the same time, giving their full love. That's how powerful we are on the other side. And then you have teach. This is beautiful for you because it says you have a wonderful gift for working with others. Have you considered teaching? And this journey that you've gone through, all this work that you've gone through to get up to this point for this new adventure, hopefully you journaled. If not, start journaling and writing down all the stuff that you went through and the steps that you took to be able to transform old memories and to get you to this new place, because there are people that are going to come across your path. And this is a general reading, so it could just be a friend one-on-one here and there, or it can even be where you end up being an individual who does give classes or writes a book or has a podcast or does some sort of blog or something like that, where you are sharing this beautiful opportunity to transform the old way of looking at that mother energy and motherhood, and being able to get yourself ready. And also, as you go into this new journey, I also would encourage you, because Spirit is encouraging you, to journal and to gather information, because what you're going to experience is going to be so beautiful. It's definitely going to be worth sharing. Yeah, and then you have transition. While I sleep, I move from the old to the new with great ease. So you are definitely going through this transition, taking time to rest. And especially we talked about hibernation with winter solstice. Take time to rest, take time to yourself, allow yourself sleep, because even while you're sleeping, you will you connect with the higher self in the higher realms when your brain kind of shuts down and your subconscious becomes active. You'll do some beautiful transformation and transitioning while you sleep as well. But I do feel this is a message of rest. Yep, and then you have support. So your final message is, I surround myself with those who support my vision and share my values. So yeah, definitely this new way of thinking and going about is different than trying to live up to all those expectations before, all those swords, right? Instead of having all these swords betray you and stab you in the back, all those expectations that let you down, you are moving into this new way of looking at life the way you want to, and you are surrounding yourself not with the naysayers and people who attack you with all those swords that are stabbed in your back, but instead those that are like, yes, we support you, we are so behind you in this new adventure that you're headed on here. And I really feel like this is a huge message of support from the other side, like that hummingbird is really coming to mind here. All that posse of beings of unconditional love and light on the other side. I mean, you have the Creator, Spirit, your guardian angel, all your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones who are on the other side, your ancestors, and a whole slew of beings of unconditional love and light that love you so much. They're pouring out this, Ace of Cups love onto you, and they're with you every step of the way as you head off onto this journey. So I am loving this for you, Aries. I'm going to leave the reading here, but if you are looking for even more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each zodiac sign. And as I mentioned, I have the solstice reading out. I also have the Cancer sign season that is out. So all of that will be linked at the end of the video here in the playlist at the end. And if you want to be notified when any of these new videos come out, if you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and click the like button, Also click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then you'll be notified of any of these new videos that come out throughout the month. Also, doing those things helps spread the love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like a video, you share video, comment on a video, and subscribe to a channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so excited it wants to share these videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, of course, I'm very, very grateful for it. Also, these are general readings. If you are looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is also listed in the description box below. All right, mighty Aries, as you go through this amazing week, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. You have an amazing week. I'm sure I'll talk to you very soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.